Every morning, you wake up with two choices: to feed your excuses or to feed your inner strength. The Stoics believed that how you begin the day sets the tone for everything that follows. Marcus Aurelius didn't stumble into greatness by chance. His mornings were a deliberate act of mental preparation, an armor against the unpredictability of life. He wrote to himself in his journal, reminding his mind that he would meet with selfishness, ingratitude, arrogance, and deceit. But he trained himself not to be surprised by it. That morning, clarity was his shield. It wasn't pessimism, it was power. The power of pre-acceptance. That's the first habit of a mentally strong Stoic morning. Premeditatio malorum, anticipating what might go wrong. Before you check your phone, before you dive into distractions, take a quiet moment to visualize what challenges might appear today. Not to worry about them, but to rehearse your composure. When you anticipate difficulty, you remove its sting. You prepare your mind to respond, not react. It's the difference between being knocked over by a wave and bracing your feet for its force. The second habit is presence. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." How many of your mornings begin with worry about the future or regret about yesterday? A Stoic mind learns to return to this moment, right now. Before the world rushes in, take 10 breaths. Anchor yourself. Breathe like a Roman general, slow, steady, grounded. This act alone is a rebellion against the chaos of modern life. Epictetus reminded his students, "You are not disturbed by events, but by your interpretation of them." Morning is the perfect time to begin retraining your interpretation. Start with one affirmation, not a motivational quote, but a grounded Stoic thought. For example, "Today I will not allow what I cannot control to control me." Repeat it as you move through your first tasks, brushing your teeth, making your bed, preparing a simple breakfast. A disciplined morning isn't rigid, it's intentional. That's the third habit, ritualizing simplicity. You don't need an hour-long routine to prove your worth. What you need is presence in action. A Stoic makes the bed not to be productive, but to train the mind, to master the small, so the large feels less intimidating. And here's the truth. Most people never think about how they're beginning their day. They drift. You cannot build a resilient life on drift. You must decide. You must lead yourself. Every morning, before the sun fully rises, choose to lead. Not the world, but your own mind. And that brings us to the fourth habit, mental rehearsal of virtue. Before stepping into the noise of the world, ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? Not what tasks you want to check off, but what kind of character you aim to embody. Will you be patient when things go wrong? Will you choose integrity when no one is watching? Will you speak less and listen more? This is not about perfection. The Stoics were not obsessed with flawless living. They were obsessed with constant refinement. Each morning is a sharpening stone. And you are the blade. Now, pause. Breathe. Before we go further, if this message resonates with you, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This channel is built for those who seek not hype, but inner strength. Your support helps this philosophy reach more lives and helps you stay connected to daily reminders of your own power. Let's continue. The fifth habit is restraint. In a world that praises instant expression, a Stoic learns to withhold the first reaction. The morning is your laboratory for this. As you feel the urge to reach for your phone, to check the news, to scroll for dopamine, pause. Ask yourself, is this strengthening me or scattering me? The mind, like a muscle, grows through resistance. Discipline isn't about denying pleasure. It's about choosing power over weakness. Every time you say no to a meaningless impulse, you say yes to your future self. That leads to the sixth habit, beginning with what matters most. Before emails, before demands, start your day with the highest priority. For some, it's writing. For others, it's a workout, a prayer, a few moments in nature. The key is to place your soul's work first, even if just for 10 minutes. The Stoics knew that time is not a renewable resource. If you win the first hour, you change the entire trajectory of the day. And finally, the seventh habit: gratitude without dependence. Not the sugary kind of gratitude that denies pain, but the grounded kind that sees clearly. You woke up. You are breathing. You have the power of reason, the choice to act well. You don't need everything to go right in order to feel right. That is Stoic power. That is emotional strength. Each of these habits, premeditation, presence, simplicity, virtue, restraint, prioritization, and gratitude, aren't trends. They are timeless tools forged in the fires of real life, used by warriors, philosophers, leaders, and ordinary humans who chose to live with intention, not impulse. You don't need to be perfect tomorrow morning. You just need to start. Even if you wake up late, even if your routine breaks, the true Stoic doesn't chase flawless mornings. They return, again and again, to what strengthens the soul. The battle is not with the clock, it's with your own inconsistency. But each time you rise and return to these habits, your mind grows sturdier, less reactive, more grounded. You begin to carry your morning stillness into your afternoon stress. You meet conflict with composure. You walk into your day not seeking control, but exercising control over the only thing you truly own: your choices. This is what separates the mentally strong from the scattered. It's not some genetic gift or miracle motivation. It's repetition, quiet, steady, often unseen, morning after morning. The Stoics believed in morning meditation, but not for mystical escape. For training, they believed in reflection, not to dwell on the past, but to examine how to do better. They believed in simple food, cold water, and warm sunlight, not because they were ascetics, but because they understood the value of less. You don't need more to begin. You need less distraction, less drama, less delay. Let tomorrow's first hour be your proving ground. Rise not for the world, but for yourself. Don't wait until you feel like it. That feeling may never come. But your values? They're waiting. Waiting for your action. Waiting to be lived. And if you fail, begin again. That too is a Stoic morning. A new chance to align, to breathe deeply, to act with strength, and to walk forward with a mind that is not only awake, but unshakable. Because true strength isn't how loud you are. It's how solid you stand when the world trembles. So start your morning like a Stoic. And in doing so, you just might change not only your day, but your entire life. Let this be your quiet rebellion in a noisy world. Not through shouts, but through presence. Not through force, but through discipline. The kind of discipline that builds mental muscle, even when no one is watching. Remember what Epictetus taught. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. So when the alarm rings tomorrow, you don't debate. You rise. Not because it's easy, but because you said you would. Set your intention before your feet touch the ground. This day is yours. Your reactions, your tone, your energy, it all starts with a decision. That you are not a slave to impulse. That you do not need chaos to feel alive. That stillness is not weakness, it's wisdom in action. You are stronger than your excuses, and you are more capable than your doubts allow. The morning doesn't wait for you to feel powerful. It waits for you to choose power, even quietly, even in the dark. So write the journal. Take the breath. Move the body. Choose the thought. These small acts of self-respect are the foundation of your greatness. The world won't always see your early efforts, but you will feel them. In your clarity, in your focus, in your ability to withstand the noise. This is the way of the Stoic. Not to dominate others, but to govern yourself. Not to escape life, but to engage it fully, with calm, with courage, and with conviction. May your morning become your strongest habit, and may that habit forge a mind no storm can shake. You are not late to this journey. Every sunrise is an invitation, not to race, but to return. Return to your strength. Return to your center. Return to what matters most. Let others rush. Let others seek validation. You, Walk slowly, breathe deeply, and act deliberately. That's Stoicism in motion. That's mental strength in practice. Your habits are not just routines, they are statements. They say, I choose clarity over chaos. I choose discipline over distraction. I choose to begin, not with noise, but with purpose. Let your life echo that decision, one morning at a time.